Okay, I got a special treat for you guys. In today's video, I am bringing you guys my brand new agent, Lisa Reed, who is going to be coming here and giving you guys an overview of how she got into the business and what she's going to be doing with us here in Chatman Realty Group. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Let's go. Let's bring Lisa on.
Hello.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Doing great.
Good, good, good. So Lisa, guys, is one of our newer agents here on Chapman Realty Group as we're going down the path of creating the team yet again. And Lisa is an excellent agent. She has the right mindset. Let me put Lisa's information here up top for you guys to catch it real quick. Here's Lisa's information. And we're just going to talk about, Lisa, your journey into real estate. All right. You ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Okay. Couple icebreakers. First things first, Lisa, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food, mm, I would say chicken. I eat a lot of
Chicken?
chicken.
Like chicken? Okay.
I eat a
Who,
lot of
who
chicken.
doesn't like chicken?
I
What is
know.
your favorite snack?
My favorite snack is popcorn. I
That's
can
mine
eat
too.
popcorn any day.
I eat popcorn every single day. I
Yes.
love popcorn. If I get to heaven, there's no popcorn, then I must not be in the right place. So that's how much I like popcorn. Well, let me ask you this: what is your favorite time of the year?
My favorite time of the year is summer. I love to
Summer.
be warm. So summertime is it. I don't care how hot it gets. I still like summertime.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So, Lisa, real quick, let's talk about this. Let's go over your background. So, what did you do before you got into real estate?
Before I got into real estate, I was in banking for 19 years. Started as a part-time teller and moved my way up to coordinator and then, um, lead teller, then on to opening new accounts. So, and then later on, I became a branch manager. So, been in banking for quite a while.
Okay. So you was in banking for quite some time. What led you to decide that I want to do real estate?
Well, actually, I probably in the last 10 years of that, we actually decided to buy a home.
Yeah.
And so there began the search for properties online.
How was that first experience?
The first experience was kind of shaky, but it turned out well. We got what we wanted and we didn't have to pay extra. My husband's a veteran, so that made it a lot easier for closing and all that good stuff. But just having a house that was great. I never thought about being a homeowner. Never thought about buying a house.
Hmm.
Didn't think
Hmm.
we could afford it, so it was never really on my radar. But the joy of it is so rewarding. But I tell you what, after we bought our house, then
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to do. Like I spent every day online looking at houses. We drove every Saturday and Sunday. When I got off work, I was driving the neighborhoods, looking around. So after that was over, I was like, I felt kind of empty. I felt kind of like I was missing something.
And
So
that stayed in like the back of your mind of looking at houses and the whole process of real estate.
yeah, it stayed. I mean, I couldn't shake it. It's like I was felt kind of empty without it. And so,
So how long from that feeling did you decide I might actually do this?
let's see, I guess in 2018, we decided to buy again.
Right,
Uh,
right.
we decided we want to be closer to family in the Metroplex. And so that's what we set out to do. So then my search was on again. So exciting. Looking at houses, seeing what's out there, seeing what's available. So exciting. We in that time frame we shifted and moved churches and a lot of things happened during that time. And so
And
that's what
that's
we
where I
met
met you.
you.
I met you at church.
That's where we
Yeah.
met you at a leadership conference. And it was like, okay, so we had been searching, not knowing what to do, we didn't have a realtor. We had interviewed a couple and we didn't go with them. And so after meeting you at the leadership conference, we decided to go with you. And so that's when we started talking about buying our home. And of course you helped us to sell our old home and buy our new home. And I thought, I could do this. I mean,
Yeah.
I enjoy looking at houses. I enjoy it. And just just the education you gave us while we were buying a house, I was like, everybody needs to know this. Like
There's
they
a
need
lot
to
of stuff
know.
people don't know when it comes to buying a house, and I mean that's why we take the education approach here at Chapman Realty Group. But I think you do a wonderful job of doing it with our clients now. But people don't know a lot of what they have to do. There's all these misconceptions out there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get into that in a second about some of the misconceptions that you've been seeing as a new agent that come out there. I just want to recap one thing. When I was going through the experience with you guys to help you sell your house and get a new home, I thought you was going to be my diva. There's always a diva in the relationship, and I thought that clearly Lisa was going to be the diva here, guys. And Lisa was going to be the one that was going to be kind of difficult, but turns out Lisa wasn't the diva.
The other half.
Yeah,
Yeah, not at all, not at all. I
Lisa was real easygoing, real easygoing.
simple. When you're looking for a home, when you're looking for a space, it's not about how big it is or how grand it is or whatever. It's just about having something for you and your family. So
Right,
that's the way
right,
I
right,
look at it. I was like, it don't have to be great. It don't, and plus I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money. You know what? I like to go out to eat sometimes, and so
right, right.
I was trying to put
You
all
don't
the
want
money
to be
in the house so
house.
you haven't eaten, hot dogs and hamburgers every day.
But
Even
you guys got a
jelly.
steal on that house too. Oh my gosh, y'all got a great deal, and I wish we could give people those deals right now. There's
Thank
still
you so
deals to be
much.
had, but a y'all got a nice house.
Yeah,
Lisa has a really really nice house. She's being very modest,
it's a
but her
total
house is
blessing.
absolutely beautiful, and
Total blessing.
yeah.
Well,
So
I had to accommodate a lot of people, so
true.
had to accommodate a few people.
So tell me, you came, you started working with me for about a year before you even got your license. We were just working through the whole process,
Hmm.
and you got licensed when exactly again?
In August
August.
2021.
Okay.
Yes.
So how has it been? How is it so much different now that you're actually an agent versus just looking and thinking and get into it?
But thinking about it,
Hmm.
that was the hardest part because I thought, with the education, it's going to be really hard. I'm not going to be able to retain the information. What if I tell somebody the wrong thing? So I was really nervous about like taking the class and doing all that. But every time I talk to you, you encourage me that you can do it. Just go ahead and do it. Just the main thing is to study, study, study.
Right. I mean,
So
because the classes and the tests don't teach you how to be an agent; they just help
mhm.
you get your license.
Yeah, they help you to stay out of jail.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Which is
Exactly.
very good. You need to know that.
That you do.
So when I actually finally took my test, you encouraged me to take the class to help me with that before I took my test. And when I took my test, I passed to both tests the first time, which
Yeah.
was very exciting. I was very shocked that I actually retained all this information.
I wasn't shocked. Here's the thing. You're a very modest individual, but I knew you knew the stuff. I knew you knew the business, and I knew you was gonna pass pretty darn easy. You just had to believe in yourself. And so when you called me, tell me you passed, like, oh, well, I knew that was gonna happen. You was
Glad
nervous though.
somebody did. I was so scared. I was so scared.
You was
People, don't be scared. Just take the test. Take the test. The
right.
experience alone is great. So
So tell us, Lisa, what has been the biggest shock as a brand new agent that you wasn't ready for?
the biggest shock. Oh my gosh, I'm not even sure. I don't know if it's whether it's the season and the time that I started or how people just string you along. I don't know which one it is. I think it would be the time that I actually started.
Yeah. Well, you
Because
started in the fall. Fall
yeah,
typically slows down
yeah,
here,
it slows down and I was like
and
getting
the
disheartened.
inventory was shockingly low.
Yes, yes.
Shockingly low.
So I would say that's probably the biggest shocker of it. But
Okay.
people stringing you along and just, like, hello, where are you? I'm calling. Are you going to answer the phone? I need to talk to somebody.
Right. So tell me this: what about your time management? How has that evolved over time?
Oh, why would you ask that question,
Because
Sasha?
I know a couple. That's a setup question.
That is my biggest hurdle would be time
Yeah.
management, and it has always been. But I think I'm getting a lot better at it, and I have to write down what I want to do. So I have to schedule it out. So that helps me stay on track and set goals. I
Right.
never
Right.
was a goal setter. So setting the goal and having something to attain, whether it's daily or weekly, makes a difference.
Right. Because here's the transition here. While you're on the team, you're still very much an entrepreneur,
Hmm.
and the shift from being a whether you're salaried or what, but being an employee, going from employee to entrepreneur is very, very different,
Yes,
and
thank
people
God
are
my
not ready for
husband
that.
has income that takes care of us. Thank God for that. Um, and it gives me time to settle in to how that works. Because you just don't get paid every week, every 2 weeks. It's not there. So you're gonna have to work
Yep.
to get that paycheck and you know to help somebody. But Sasha, I'm not really looking for a big payday. My goal is just to help people to get where I was. You know,
Yeah.
you didn't think you could
Lisa
have a
says
house,
that
but
all the
now you
time.
do. I'm sorry.
It's
I just,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I, it doesn't. The money doesn't drive me. Um, I'm so thankful it doesn't, because then I could focus on just helping people. And I was like, if I could just have a conversation with someone, I know I can tell them about home ownership and what it means to me and what it would mean to me to help them.
Right.
So yeah,
See,
but
here's the thing, guys. Lisa has said this to me many, many times that money doesn't motivate her. She is motivated by doing the right thing and helping people. And let me tell you, that's a hard thing for agents to overcome because a lot of people come into the business broke. I know I started. I didn't have a lot of money when I started, and then some people come into the business and they only have a little bit of money, to keep them. It's best when you start the business and you have something to sustain you,
yes.
right? That's true. That's a fact. 100% a fact.
Hmm.
But here's the thing: the mindset that she has is to come in, do the right things, help people, and the money will come. And that is the truth. That is absolutely the truth. I believe in that 100% of the time. If I'm actually giving back, I actually receive a whole lot more, right? And but everyone doesn't have that mindset. And then for me at Chatman Realty Group, if you don't have that mindset, you can't be on my team. I don't bring you on from that perspective. Now, let's keep it real. We look at numbers. We
Yeah.
definitely look at our numbers, and we want to make those numbers. We want to make it happen. But we know by doing the right things is going to happen. In a couple examples of that is going to be, taking a client to go see every home that's available, and not trying to, steer people to homes that get higher commissions for us. You know, you're seeing
Right.
people do that because builders are cutting their commission. I just wrote a contract the other day that was at 1%. It didn't feel good for me. It felt great for my client though.
Yes.
And
Because ultimately, that's who
hopefully
it's
the next one's
about.
gonna be at 6% or something. But
But
it
that's
happened.
who it's about. It's about helping them find the perfect home for them.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how much it costs either. I mean, well, it does. I mean, because you
I know
have a
what you mean.
budget, we want to stay with that. But like, what feels like home to you when you walk in? What feels like home to you?
Exactly.
It may not be the same thing for me. So I'm learning that you got to listen to little things that they're saying, and
Hmm.
understand that it's not about me. It's about them.
Ain't that the truth?
Hmm.
So, real quick, why did you come to EXP?
Well, actually, Sasha, you told me about EXP because that's who your broker is. Of course, I come up under you, and there are so many different ways to earn another income while being an EXP agent.
Yes, there
So
is. How's your experience being with EXP so far, and Chapman Realty Group? But just let's talk EXP as a whole, because we're part of a really big network here.
yes.
There's a lot that gets thrown our way. How's that felt?
Well, actually, the onboarding process it was kind of confusing, and it was
Hmm.
kind of nerve wracking, but you have so many resources like ESP World. You can go in there, you talk to anybody, ask questions any time of day. You have access to them through emails, and so they help you along the way. So if you don't know how to do something, can't figure out how to get it done, or what you need to do, you can always ask for help.
Right, right,
And
right.
they have trainings in there you can take anytime, as well as the trainings that you offer with the Tech Ninja, which were great. I mean, you could just watch them over and over, and go through the steps of how to create things in SkySlope and all the apps you have to use. There's a lot of applications to use being an agent. I didn't
Yeah.
realize there were so many.
I should make that video, huh? There are a lot of applications to being a real estate agent that,
What
yeah,
is this? What's this? What is this one? I
there's a
mean, there's
lot.
a lot of them.
And it's surprising to me that a lot of people don't get to know them, right? And don't realize that these apps can help you convert that lead. This app can help you to just do your job a lot smarter and not harder. And I try to expose you all on the team. I try to expose the folks on the downline to how to work, smarter and not harder, because you can work hard out there and you can get a lot done by just sheer willpower. But if you work smarter, you can start scaling. You can
I
scale up
think
your business.
I think team is the key word
But
because
say
without
more.
without being on a team,
Hmm.
being an entrepreneur, I would have no idea how to run a real estate business. I would have no clue. All the information that you've shown me, all the information that's available to me, I would not have access to that.
Yeah,
Mainly because it costs money to generate leads,
it ain't
and
cheap.
I wouldn't have that. And
Right.
how to work them, the process. I mean, if it weren't for Team Chatman, shoot, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I'd probably be like ready to give up.
The funny thing you say that is I was very anti-team when I first started in real estate myself. And I said, I would never be on someone's team. And I look at the experience that you guys are having and what we're doing. I'm like, I probably should have done a team, honestly, back in the day. I mean, I got through it, but I really stumbled through it. I
We probably had to
really
work a
stumbled
whole lot
through it to
harder.
get it and understand. I wasted a lot of money. Um, I tried a lot of different things. I probably jumped CRMs and websites. Oh, I went through like 5 or 6 before I finally landed to Real Geeks. Had I been on a team, that decision wouldn't have been mine, and I probably would have found something else. I don't know if it would have been Real Geeks or not, but still, yeah,
Yeah, Real Geeks is pretty awesome.
yeah, it's the bomb. It's the bomb.
It
Check,
is.
check out our website, guys, at ChatmanRealtyGroup.com, just to see how good it looks on the outside from that perspective. Um, okay, last couple questions. Lisa, what is your passion in real estate, and what type of clients do you want to work? Buyers, sellers? So what is your passion right now?
My passion is actually buyers.
Buyers. Okay.
And that's simply what I've been saying the whole time. It's like people that don't think they can have a home, or the consistency or steadiness of having a home. You can have it. We can help you do it.
All
I
right.
mean, and if you can't do it right now, we can educate you. And the partnership that we have with lenders, they can show you what you need to do. I mean, there's a way to get it done, and it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may be down the line, but that's why we're here. We're here to help people to do that.
Right. And we do have our buying plan with Chapman Realty Group. They can jump on the buying plan. Well, you'll put them on the plan to help them get there.
Yep.
Now, what niches do you like in real estate right now? Is there any particular niche?
And not particularly, but I think I'm having more access to veterans and first time homebuyers.
Yep.
So,
Well, I mean, you're a veteran. You're a veteran spouse.
uh huh.
So yeah.
So that's pretty exciting to know that, hey, we can get you in there. Just give me a
Right.
call. Yeah.
Okay. Last question. You just closed your first deal. How did that feel? How did that go? And what did you learn from that experience?
It was actually great. I was afraid um, of the process, but I found that it was really easy. Once you get all your documentation signed and get your stuff loaded, it's half the battle is finding the property.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest challenge, is finding the one. After that, it's pretty easy. You email, you stay in communication with the lender, stay in communication, with the buyer, and you just help where you need to help. If there's an amendment or something that needs to be done, do it in a timely fashion, get it done, and get it sent over.
Right.
The time is of the essence, so you gotta stay on point with that. But it was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I saw your confidence growing as the transaction was going. You're like, am I doing everything right? Like, you got it. It
I'm
was
like, Sasha, did I miss anything? Check it for me, please.
it
But
was more like you asking for confirmation versus like, hey, what should I do? You was doing it, and your buyer came from California, right?
yes, out
Yeah.
of state.
We're seeing a
That
lot
was
of that right now.
yeah.
A lot. How was it's kind of hard for you to compare because I know you haven't done another one, but from that perspective, but how do you feel that that was different having a buyer from out of state versus a person right here? because he had a very small amount of time.
Yes, and so the scheduling and making sure you can get him in to see like the available properties, that's a challenge. But we were able to do that, and then he actually saw the one that he wanted. So it's a matter of timing. So you got to make sure you stay in communication with that buyer. I think that's the most
That
important thing.
right. Okay, Lisa. So, how can they reach you, and what's the best way for them to get in contact with you?
Well, the best way is my phone number, and that's my direct line. It's 817-733-1496. And that's Lisa at ChatmanRealtyGroup.com. So, and you can also go to the website, Lisa at Chatman Realty Group. So, all those ways you can reach me. You can text me, email me.
All right, guys. We hope you like this particular video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And you got Lisa's information down below. Lisa's an excellent agent. She will definitely take care of you. And feel free to reach out to her, ask her any questions about the home buying process, the home selling process. And if you're interested in coming to EXP, she'd be more than happy to talk to you about that as well. She can talk to you about her experience with EXP and with Chatman Realty Group and our network. All right. You guys have a blessed one. Peace.